Hi everyone, Antonio Thornton, day number 19 of 365 Science of Mind, and another cool background, not of my doing this time. Beautiful mural done by a young lady by the name of Corey out of Florida, and I'll make sure to put her contact information if you are in the Florida area and you want a beautiful design like this in your home. So I'll make sure to include that in the description. With that said, we'll go ahead and jump into day number 19. And today's lesson is, the title is, He Restoreth My Soul. And the quote is from Psalms 23, 1 and 3. And it is, "The Lord is my shepherd, and he restoreth my soul." And the text from today says, as we take this thought for our meditation today, the Lord is my shepherd, and he restoreth my soul. Let us feel that we are one with the divine presence and enter into conscious communion with it. This is spiritual meditation and affirmative prayer. It is through spiritual meditation that we reach out or into that divine presence, which has its dwelling place in the sanctuary of our own hearts, as is also everywhere. And I'm going to read a few sections here from the meditation and affirmation portion here. It says, believing that God is everywhere and knowing that the divine life can and does restore my soul, I now affirm and deeply accept divine guidance. I believe that I am sustained by an infinite power, guided by an infinite intelligence, and guarded by an infinite love. And further down it says, I lay aside every doubt or every fear and gladly enter into the newness of life. I do believe that the Lord is my shepherd. I do believe that he restores my soul, and I'm lovingly aware that the divine presence is not only close to me, it is now only right where I am. It is also within me and what I am. It is this inner I am, this Spirit of God within me that is my shepherd. I not only shall not want, but my cup will runneth over. And what do I get from this? A lot of things, but I'll focus on a couple of things that really stand out for me. And I say this a lot because I think it's important to recognize that when we are in the understanding, the belief, the knowing, the living that God is all, including us, that we aren't these human beings and God is off in some distant place. When we recognize that we are an extension of this divine power, our lives become infinitely easier because we don't have to do it by ourselves. He restoreth my soul. He restoreth my soul, so that we're not here to only struggle and fight and push through things by ourselves. We have this greater power working through us and as us, creating the life that we desire. There are a couple other things that really stick out for me here. It says, I believe that I am sustained by an infinite power, guided by an infinite intelligence, and guarded by an infinite love. Let's take those three things. I'm sustained by an infinite power. So when we think we can't, when we think we've given our all, there's still that thing inside of us that keeps us going, that sustains us, that gives us what we need. I'm guided by infinite intelligence. We think we have to do it ourselves. We think we have to come up with the answers to everything when we don't. We don't. There's only but one mind, and we share that mind. So every problem, every question we have is already answered within that mind. It's our job to quiet ourselves, to hear those answers, to hear those answers. And just listen to that, guided by infinite intelligence. Infinite intelligence, meaning an intelligence that's far beyond what we can comprehend in our quote unquote human experience. We have a direct access to every single answer we could possibly want if we quiet ourselves enough to hear it. And then lastly, guarded by an infinite love. Guarded by an infinite love. Just imagine that. I mean, even just thinking about that, you know, I can almost feel a presence hugging me and protecting me. So when we move in whatever space we're moving, whether it's relationships, whether it's business or your career, knowing that you are guided, guarded, and protected from this infinite power. So you don't have to move into things being afraid. You don't have to move into things not knowing what to do, because there is a guidance that is there and guarding you, that infinite love. Just think about that for a moment. Think about all the things that we're afraid to do, the things that we look at and say, oh my gosh, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to lose my money. I don't want to blah, blah, blah. We don't have to worry about that when we get out of our own way and allow that infinite love to guard us and protect us in all that we do. So what can we take away from this? What is the practical application that we can take from this? What I would consider is let's do an inventory of your life right now, particularly around those three things. And I'll read them again. I'm sustained by an infinite power. What in your life right now do you feel is too much for you? What do you feel is overwhelming to you? I'm guided by an infinite intelligence. What answers are you seeking? What problems, quote unquote problems, are you dealing with right now that you don't know the answers to? I'm guarded by an infinite love. What fears are you harboring and holding on to right now that's holding you back from areas from things that you want in your life, whether it's love, whether it's business? What fears are holding you back? Do an inventory of those things and identify what those things are. And there's several exercises you can do. You can take those things, look at them, read them, get present with them, take them and ball them up and throw them in the trash and recognize them for what they are. They're limitations that we've made up that don't really exist. We can also take those things and, again, be present to them, recognize them for what they are, and have the knowing that we are sustained, we are guided, and that we are guarded, so that those things that were once holding us back, we can now release and move into the life that we do desire. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's lesson. As always, I appreciate you guys joining me. Feel free to like, share this with others, and also subscribe. That's what keeps the train going. And as I mentioned, I will post a contact information for the young lady who did the mural behind me. It was a beautiful, beautiful mural. And also, as always, the link for the book is in the description. Also, make sure to get that. And I'd love to hear your comments. I always love to get an understanding of what you guys are thinking, how you're feeling about what we're doing here. So look forward to seeing you on day number 20. Talk to you soon. Take care.